Bad Wolves frontman Tommy Vext, certified, does not give a shit what anybody thinks about him, and now he's going off on the coronavirus pandemic. Before we get started, if you're new here, please subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss breaking news and updates and retrospective videos about your favorite bands. Bad Wolves frontman Tommy Vext, speaking on Des Moines, Iowa station Laser 103, discussed the coronavirus pandemic and governors he feels are using restrictions to their own political advantage. He said, "I think that the coronavirus pandemic has been politically hijacked, and I think that certain governors with certain political leanings are continuing to overextend a lockdown order that, on a global standpoint, it's scientifically arguable that it was necessary to begin with. I think it was smart for us to do what we did as a community and as a people as a whole to make sure that we responded to what we thought was going to happen. But as the data continues to come out, you're starting to see the truth. I think that it was very over-exaggerated, and I think that as a result, there are a lot of political leaders who would like to see a change of regime with the presidency, and I think they're using the lockdown order as a way to impose tyranny and oppression upon people who don't want it." And for Vext, he admits that his take on this has been controversial to say the least, but that's not going to stop him from speaking his mind. "I've drawn a lot of controversy by being outspoken about this," he said. "I have friends who are actors and friends who are artists. They're being silenced. Scientists and doctors are not allowed to talk about this. If they talk about it on YouTube, they're getting deleted. To me, that's a lot of red flags. And then you see the police departments in various cities are kind of refusing to lock up innocent business owners just going to work. I think that the American people have kind of had enough of being told what to do and being told that our lives are in danger when the numbers aren't there. We have 39 million people in California and approximately 300 deaths from coronavirus." Tommy also spoke about Tesla boss Elon Musk refusing to shut down his factory after California allowed them to reopen, but the local community where the factory is refused. He said nobody arrested him because he has the finances to afford attorneys that basically, the loophole is that Governor Newsom, actually, what he's doing is illegal now. It's against the Bill of Rights and it forfeits parts of the Constitution that were put in place by our forefathers. If my grandfather was alive today, he'd be losing his mind. Our grandparents did not fight World War I and II to tolerate this sort of thing. I think there is a sensitivity and there is no disrespect to the people who lost their lives. I'm from New York City. 18 people personally I know, including family members and friends I grew up with, tested positive for the virus. 6 of them had symptoms, the remaining 12 had nothing. I think my one friend who was sick for 14 days, he had it really bad. Everyone else was sick for 48 hours, and one of my friends was sick for 5 days. I have a buddy who died in New York of leukemia. He'd been fighting leukemia for a long time, and they ruled his death COVID-19. And now his wife has had to deal with all the implications in his will that were, upon his death of leukemia, that X, Y, and Z in his estate would be distributed between his children and his ex-wife and his current wife. It's a very weird time, and it's hard to get to the real information because mainstream media is saying everything else is fake news. But they're constantly getting caught faking the news. It's a very strange time, and I think Americans are starting to wake up. And I think that what has to happen for us is we have to look at what is going on and demand answers and demand accountability. I think there should be a demand of accountability on all parts. Tommy later went on to say that he feels like China is very responsible for the entire outbreak worldwide. Surely his opinions will be controversial to some, but let us know what you think in the comments down below. And if you're new here, please subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates. Thank you to the top Rockfeed members for supporting the show directly, getting access to behind the scenes content, talking every day, and me posting my rambling thoughts. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.